way to establish citizen journalism, I have been defamed, arrested, raided, and ultimately removed from the organization I spent so much time developing credibility of. I always knew they would try to ruin the reputations of those who expose them, the pharma giants, the three-letter government agencies, and those.
He is back. Hello friends, welcome once again to Look and Live. You here with Pastor James Devallon, and this is the perspective. In today's video, we're going to talk about James O'Keefe. All right, the man, or the face, at least he used to be, of Project Veritas. I don't know what Project Veritas was thinking when they decided to let go of James O'Keefe. It was very interesting that it happened after that, Pestilence 19 video of them playing around with the virus kind of thing. You know what I mean? When that video came out, it looks like somebody got upset and said, enough is enough. We're going to get rid of this man. Maybe I'm just being presumptuous. What do I know? I'm just a man on the internet. But in today's video, we're going to go over to Benny, the Benny Show. We'll let him do a little bit of talking here. Let's see what's going on with James O'Keefe and his new movement, which is known OMG O'Keefe Media Group. Yeah, you guys better go over there and show some love, because I already have. Project Veritas will never be the same after James O'Keefe. They will never be the same. They should have never gotten rid of this man. He is the heart, the face. He is the motivation. He's the reasons why people even listen to Project Veritas. So I know Project Veritas put out a new video lately, and they were talking about some stuff that they had recorded. It was crazy reading the comments. Like, let me see if I can find that for you. Reading the comments underneath the video that Project Veritas put out recently was like, they just losing subscription like crazy. They were close to something 2 million, but yeah, look at this. Like, this is one of the recent videos. So this is one of the recent videos, and some of the information in there was somewhat insightful, but look at what it says. James O'Keefe is a true American patriot. So people don't even care about what they have to say. Like, people literally don't care about what they have to say. What people are worried about is what they did to James O'Keefe. Like, this is the world. Like, they don't care. Let me find okay. We went James O'Keefe back, right? You insane if you think Project Veritas can continue without James. This is what they're saying. Like, the people don't even care about what there was in the video. They had listen, they don't care. He said the people who love the truth with James O'Keefe is the true American patriots and us. It is not enough to simply bring back James O'Keefe. Project Veritas must get rid of the people that ousted James O'Keefe. There is no Project Veritas without James O'Keefe. And I hope Project Veritas is listening, because their content now means nothing to the people. Actually, I came in touch with Project Veritas just doing the pandemic or plandemic. Should I be saying that to get myself in trouble over here? YouTube, I know how sensitive you get. Anyway, let's move on. Let's take a listen to Benny here. Let me stop rumbling and mumbling. But anyway, when I first saw a Project Veritas video, it brought joy to my heart, because I was like, there are actual journalists in the world that are doing this. I get a sense of hope, because I knew some things were going on that was really dirty when it comes to the Pestilence 19 and also the inoculation that was mandated. I knew that something didn't sit well with me, and I saw one of their videos. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I wasn't crazy. So, and then to know, not only they were exposing these kind of things, but they were exposing much more. I was like, oh, I'm on. And then to know that James O'Keefe got rid of after he put out a video exposing what was going on with some gain of function kind of thing, automatically he had to go. And some meager accusation is like fake news. But nevertheless, he's back. All right. So let's take a listen to Benny. Let me just shut up. Let him run his mouth. Without further ado, let us now get into the heart of the message.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. James O'Keefe has launched his brand new media group, and we kid you not, it's called OMG O'Keefe Media Group. James O'Keefe was online, essentially issuing a statement, trolling a little bit the internet, saying OMG today, hashtag OMG. The Ides of March have come. We launched today. The Ides of March, of course, referring to the killing of Caesar, which we are certain that James O'Keefe was talking about Project Veritas, which committed suicide by kicking James O'Keefe, their founder, out. James O'Keefe, the last and most accomplished investigative journalist probably in American history, inarguably. This is James O'Keefe's brand new website, empowering and equipping the movement of thousands of people just like you to report on things that are wrong and to support independent in-house team of elite journalists to bring factual, unbiased stories to light.
The irony of the Acorn story is that it took a 25-year-old with a hidden camera a few days to do what billion-dollar networks and journalists could not do in a decade. I spent 14 years creating the most effective nonprofit newsroom this country has ever seen. And in paving the way to establish citizen journalism, I have been defamed, arrested, raided, and ultimately removed from the organization I spent so much time developing credibility of. I always knew they would try to ruin the reputations of those who expose them, the pharma giants, the three-letter government agencies, and those who I thought I could trust. But in response, we are going to build an army of investigators and exposers. They have awakened a sleeping giant. I'm back. Remaining by my side are a small, tight-knit group of the most elite journalists in the world. Exposing corruption requires standing up to power because power hates sunlight. We are sunlight. Welcome to the O'Keefe Media Group, where we will never be shut down, because not only do I own it, but you own it too. Support us and sponsor our army of journalists by becoming a founding member today.
Okay, so
Whew, that's what I'm talking about. This is how it's done. Woo! Yeah, man, that is well needed today. I mean, this stuff is blowing up. I'm looking at his YouTube channel right now. It's just going crazy with subscriptions. I'll tell you some numbers in a minute. Let's keep going.
So let's read about O'Keefe Media Group, ladies and gentlemen. O'Keefe Media Group, where we can never be shut down again, because not only do I own it, but you do too. Support us and sponsor our army of journalists. Becoming a founding member today, O'Keefe Media Group is building an army of investigators and exposers, along with the most elite journalists in the world. In the coming months, you will see an army expanding across the country. Every state house, every city council, every school board, everywhere people are conspiring to keep themselves in power, practice favoritism, or line their pockets with tax dollars. And then James O'Keefe makes an ask to move his mission forward. He has donations on his site. James O'Keefe has also new social media. Here on his site, you can see he has new social platforms that he's launching. Let's go ahead and check in on how those are doing. O'Keefe Media is now up to 1,000, up to 1,600 followers. This is up from 300 followers like 2 minutes ago before we started recording here. And certainly, I'm sure it'll be up to 10,000, 20,000, maybe 50,000 today. Look at the numbers just shoot upward as we watch it right there. Charlie Kirk had James O'Keefe on as an exclusive for this announcement, saying that his new independent media group just went live. His new model includes crowdsourcing, where supporters can purchase cameras directly for citizen journalists, seminars on journalism, and more. O'Keefe confirms that he already has stories that are nearly ready for release to the public, and people are, of course, responding there with memes and are very, very happy. Big, nice, OMG, that's so dang clever. James O'Keefe is an original. He's back. Project Veritas is dead. Long live James O'Keefe. Can't keep a good man down. Let's go ahead and check in here on Project Veritas's account. So this is, again, so now we're almost up to 2,000 for James's new media. Let's go ahead and check in on Project Veritas. Project Veritas, you can see, is losing subscribers. Project Veritas has lost subscribers. There they go, ticking down. It used to be hundreds of thousands a day. Project Veritas is clinging on for dear life to the 1 million people following. Who knows what if James's announcement will take further from the Project Veritas pot here. You can see here in Project.
By the way, I'm looking at the stats on my phone here. Oh my Lord, the numbers are wild. Yeah, we thought he's at 5,000 followers right now. This is crazy. That is amazing. That is amazing increase. You know why? Because people love the truth, man. They just love it. Wherever the truth is, they're gonna go there. You know, when you're playing politics and politricks and all this cancel culture business, people ain't for that. They hate the political correctness and all that extra stuff. Project Veritas certainly has sold their soul to the system. Anyway, I can understand why somebody said, "Long live James O'Keefe." Sounds like King James. Let's keep going.
Project Veritas's numbers, they have been just bleeding. Look at these. These are the numbers of people who follow Project Veritas. You can see it's just absolutely getting slaughtered. Thousands per day. It was hundreds of thousands per day when they, again, suicidally and idiotically fired their founder, James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe on Charlie Kirk's show saying this about his brand new media group.
So, James, I understand you have an announcement for our audience. First, tell us how you're doing. Give us whatever backstory you can about this hellish whirlwind of the last month, and then share the announcement with our audience.
Well, as I said, about 3 weeks ago, I'm starting anew, and we've just launched today our new venture. We're calling it O'Keefe Media Group, OMG. I've assembled a team of some of the top journalists in the world, and we have our website, which should be live. It should be live actually right now if you just go.
I'm not sure if you caught that earlier. I'm going to come back to this. When they were playing the video, he walked in and grabbed a sandwich.
Country has ever seen. And in paving the way.
Did you know that was one of the accusations they made against him? I heard that he stole some woman's sandwich. Here he is doing exactly.
To establish citizen journalism, I have been defamed, arrested, raided, and ultimately removed.
That is so intentional. That is so intentional. Because that was one of the accusations they brought against them. Here we go. Give me another sandwich. I thought that was smart.
Calling it O'Keefe Media Group, OMG. I've assembled a team of some of the top journalists in the world. And we have our website, which should be live. It should be live actually right now if you just go to O'KeefeMediaGroup.com. And what we're doing, Charlie, is we're going to be sending cameras into the hands of hundreds of people. We're going to be creating a citizen army of journalists because so many people have reached out to me over the last month after what has happened, after the Pfizer story and all of the aftermath. So we are going to put these cameras into the hands of people. And if you go on the website, you can subscribe to this platform, which we're going to be releasing stories as I have. But we're also going to be, you're going to be able to buy a camera, sponsor a camera, and put it into the hands of people throughout the country as we create this army for truth. So this website is just launched actually like a few minutes ago. So you're getting an exclusive breaking news story, Charlie, on this.
It's amazing.
Thank you
news.
for your support, and hope people sign up.
Okay, so that is what James said about his brand new endeavor, the O'Keefe Media Group, OMG. James O'Keefe, of course, trolling the internet with OMG here today. Great, we'll throw a like at that one.
I wish him the very best. I'm going to put a link to the original video in the description below. James O'Keefe, that is amazing to listen to, and I'm happy for him, man. I wish him the very best. His numbers are increasing. His YouTube channel yesterday was about 100 subscribers. Guess how many he has today? He's over 11,000 subscribers. You know how long it took me to get 11,000 subscribers? It took me months, almost a whole year to get 11,000 subscribers. Lord have mercy. I think I got 20,000 in a year. I mean, that's not bad, but you know how much work I had to do? In other words, the man is loved. That's what I'm trying to say. People know something good, and when they see it, they will follow that wherever it goes. I remember the story in the Bible, and I'm just comparing and contrasting here. Not that I'm saying James O'Keefe is Jesus, but I'm saying there's a lesson to be taught and also to learn. When the church, or should I say, the Pharisees and the Sadducees got rid of Jesus, supposedly, they wanted nothing to do with him. What happened as a result? Majority of the people followed him wherever he went. Jesus withdrew himself with his disciples to the sea, and a great multitude from Galilee followed him and from Judea. Part of the jealousy that they had is that the Pharisees had an issue with Jesus and took counsel with Herodias against him, how they might destroy him. They wanted to get rid of Jesus. But by trying to go after Jesus, they also end up losing the people that they were trying to keep away from Jesus. I thought that was actually very interesting. So you gotta be careful how you go after your enemies, because by going after them, sometimes you make them stronger, and you also tear apart your own kingdom. Sometimes it's best you work things out. It's a principle, man. You can't do that. Actually, there's another biblical principle in the church as well, where he speaks about the wheat and the tares. When Jesus speaks about the wheat and the tares, and when he explains that parable, he speaks about they're all weeds. They're all weeds among, they are the good seed and they are the evil seed. But the disciple says, should we go and get rid of the tares from among the wheat? Jesus says, don't do that, man. He says, like an enemy, I've done this. Now, this is the question they ask. Will thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, no, don't do that. Lest while you gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them. You see this? It's another principle in the Bible. So if somebody's acting up, you don't get rid of them in a church, because if you get rid of them, they end up pulling people along with them. They will also root up the wheat. And that's just what happened to Project Veritas. By getting rid of James O'Keefe, they also got rid of everyone that were connected to James. This is how you destroy a church. This is how you destroy your company. Get rid of the people that are most influential and see what happens. This is Jesus said, let them grow both together to the harvest. That's why today in the church, we don't have to go about killing and persecuting people. We don't have to do that. Love, care, correct, sit down with them, pray with them, give them counsel. And if they don't change, they don't change. We keep wrestling with them. Now, it's one thing a person is destructive and crazy, creating problems in the church unnecessarily. That's a different issue. But in the case of James O'Keefe, that was not the thing here. James wasn't doing any of that. But nevertheless, he was mistreated. Well, guess what? He's got more people going to follow him now. I think he's going to do even better than Project Veritas is doing. And I hope they learn a lesson. Better behave yourself. So I wish James the very best, because this kind of journalism is what we need today. I'm tired of the sugar-coated, the sugar cookie, the watered down, that brain soup, that mind soup, that vegetable soup journalism we got going on today. It is repulsive. It doesn't taste good. I want nothing to do with it. Let's just put it that way. I like truth, wherever it comes from. Blessed be the man who speaks the truth. God bless you, James O'Keefe. Do what you do. Don't ever be discouraged. Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. Until next time, and as always, remember to look unto Jesus and to live by faith. Have a good one. Bye.